Hey everybody, how you doing today? Well, I found something. None of you guys, none of my subs, nobody gave me any ideas. So I just went ahead and thought I'd do the 12 Patriarchs. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and start with Reuven, the firstborn. The copy of the witness of Reuven, even the commands which he gave his sons before he died in the 125th year of his life, 2 years after the death of Yosef, his brother. When Reuven fell ill, his sons and his sons' sons were gathered together to visit him. And he said to them, "My sons, see, I am dying, and go the way of my fathers." And seeing there Yehudah and Gad and Asher, his brothers, he said to them, "Raise me up, that I may tell to my brothers and to my sons what words I have hidden in my heart. For see, now at length I am passing away." And he arose and kissed them, and he said to them, "Listen, my brothers, and do, my sons, give ear to Reuven, your father, in the commands which I give unto you. And see, I call to witness against you this day the Most High of the Shamaim, that you do not walk in the sins of youth and whoring, wherein I was poured out and defiled the bed of my father Yaakov. And I tell you that he smote me with a sore plague in my loins for 7 months. And had not my father Yaakov prayed for me to Yahweh, Yahweh would have destroyed me. For I was 30 years old when I did the evil matter before Yahweh, and for 7 months I was sick unto death. And after this I repented with purpose of my being for 7 years before Yahweh in wine, and I did not drink strong drink, and flesh did not enter into my mouth, and I ate no pleasant food. But I mourned over my sin, for it was great, such as had not been in Yisrael. And now hear me, my sons. Chapter 2. What matters I saw concerning the 7 spirits of deceit when I repented. 7 spirits, therefore, are appointed against man, and they are the foremost in the deeds of youth. The 7 other spirits are given to him at his creation, that through them should be done every work of man. The first is the spirit of life, with which the constitution is created. The second is the sense of sight, with which arises desire. The third is the sense of hearing, with which comes teaching. The fourth is the sense of smell, with which tastes are given to draw air and breathe. The fifth is the power of speech, with which comes knowledge. The sixth is the sense of taste, which comes the eating of food and drinks, and by its strength is produced. For in food is the foundation of strength. The seventh is the power of procreation and sexual intercourse, with which through love of pleasure sins enter in. Therefore, it is the last in order of creation, and the first in that of youth, because it is filled with ignorance and leads the youth as a blind man to a pit and as a beast to a cliff. Chapter 3. Besides all these, there is an 8th spirit of sleep, with which is brought about the trance of nature and the image of death. With these spirits are mixed the spirits of error. First, the spirit of whoring is seated in the nature and in the senses. The second is a spirit of greed in the stomach. The third, the spirit of fighting in the liver and gall. The fourth is a spirit of complacency and dishonesty, that through officious attention one may be upright in appearance. The fifth is a spirit of pride, that one may be boastful and arrogant. The sixth is a spirit of falsehood, in ruin and jealousy to practice deceits, and secrecy from relatives and friends. The seventh is the spirit of unrighteousness, with which are thefts and acts of stealing, that a man may fulfill the desire of his heart, for unrighteousness works together with the other spirits by the taking of bribes. With all these, the spirit of sleep is joined, which is of error and delusion. I would imagine the spirit of sleep would be blind to what the world is. And so perishes every young man, darkening his heart from the truth and not understanding the Torah of Yahweh, nor obeying the admonitions of his fathers, as befell me also in my youth. And now, my sons, love the truth, and it shall preserve you. Hear the words of Reuven, your father. Pay no heed to the face of a woman, nor associate with another man's wife, nor meddle with affairs of women. For had I not seen Bilhah bathing in a covered place, I would not have fallen into this great wickedness. For my heart, taking in the thought of the woman's nakedness, did not allow me to sleep until I had done the abominable matter. For while Yaakov our father had gone to Yitzchak his father, when we were in Ever, near to Ephrath, in Bet Lehem, Bilhah became drunk and was asleep uncovered in her chamber. Having therefore gone in and seen nakedness, I did the wrong. Without her perceiving it, and leaving her sleeping, I departed. And immediately a messenger of the Most High revealed to my father concerning my wickedness, and he came and mourned over me and touched her no more. 4. Therefore, my sons, give no heed to the loveliness of women, nor lay your heart on their affairs, but walk in singleness of heart, in the reverence of Yahweh, and expend labor on good works, and on study, and on your flocks, until Yahweh gives you a wife, whom he desires, but you do not suffer as I did. For until my father's death, I had no boldness to look in his face, or to speak to any of my brothers because of the reproach. Even to now, my conscience causes me anguish on account of my wickedness. And yet my father comforted me much, and prayed for me unto Yahweh, that the anger of Yahweh might pass from me, even as Yahweh showed. And from then until now, I have been on my guard and not sinned. Therefore, my sons, I say to you, observe all words that I command you, and you shall not sin. For a pit unto the being is the sin of whoring, separating it from the Most High, and bringing it near to idols, because it deceives the heart and understanding, and leads young men into Gehenna before their time. For whoring has destroyed many. For though a man is old or noble or rich or poor, he brings reproach upon himself with the sons of men, and scorn with Belial. For you heard regarding Joseph, how he guarded himself from a woman, and purged his thoughts from all whoring, and found favor in the sight of the Most High and men. For the Mitzrite woman did many matters to him, and summoned magicians, and offered him love potions, but the purpose of his being admitted no evil desire. Therefore, Yahweh of your fathers delivered him from every evil and hidden death. For if whoring does not overcome your heart, neither can Belial overcome you. Now, this next line, I don't believe, but I'm going to read it, because not all women are this. Chapter 5. For women are evil, my sons, and since they have no power or strength over man, they use deception by outward attractions that they may draw him to themselves. And whom they cannot entice by outward attractions, him they overcome by deceit. For moreover, concerning them, the messenger of Yahweh told me and taught me that women are overcome by the spirit of whoring more than men, and in their heart they plot against men, and by means of their adornment they deceive first their hearts, and by the glance of the eye implant the poison, and then through the accomplished act they captivate them. For a woman cannot force a man openly, but by way of a whore she deceives him. Therefore flee whoring, my sons, and command your wives and your daughters that they do not adorn their heads and faces to deceive the heart, because every woman who uses these deceptions has been reserved for eternal punishment. I agree with that. Wearing makeup and all that crap. I tried it once when I was in high school, trying to be like everybody else. When I got home and scrubbed it all off my face, and it took me a long time, I didn't ever do it again. Now, of course, before I was with Yahweh, before I knew the truth, I did do Halloween stuff, and I did do makeup then. But that's, that was then. But yeah, makeup. For this, they allured the watchers. Now, here again, watchers didn't have to go down there. Being allured, I think it was kind of a mutual thing. My opinion. Therefore, beware of whoring, and if you want to be pure in heart, guard your senses from every woman. Oops, I messed up. For thus they allured the watchers who were before the flood. For as these continually beheld them, they lusted after them, and they conceived the act in their heart. For they changed themselves into the shape of men, and appeared to them when they were with their husbands. And the women, lusting in their hearts after their forms, gave birth to giants. For the watchers appeared to them as reaching even unto the Shamayim. Therefore, chapter 6, beware of whoring, and if you want to be pure in heart, guard your senses from every woman, and command the women likewise not to associate with men, that they also may be pure in heart. For constant meetings, even though the wicked deed is not committed, are to them an incurable disease, and to us a destruction of Belial and an eternal reproach. For in whoring there is neither understanding nor righteousness, and all jealousy dwells in the lust thereof. Therefore, then I say to you, you shall be jealous against the sons of Lewi, and shall seek to be exalted over them. But you shall not be able, for Yahweh shall avenge them, and you shall die by an evil death. For Yahweh gave to Lewi the sovereignty, and to Yehudah with him, and to me also, and to Dan, and to Yosef, that we should be for rulers. Therefore I command you to listen to Lewi, because he shall know the Torah of Yahweh, and shall give Lewi for judgment, and shall offer for all Yisrael until the completion of the times, as the anointed Kohen HaGadol, of whom Yahweh spoke. I charge you by the Most High of the Shamayim to act truthfully, each one. Just a sec! Sorry. And draw near to Lewi in humbleness of heart, that you may receive a barakah from his mouth, for he shall barak Yisrael and Yehudah, because Yahweh has chosen him to be sovereign over all the nations. Over all the nation, sorry. And bow down before he sees, and bow down before his seed, for on our behalf it shall die in battles. For on our behalf it shall die, in battles visible and invisible, and shall be among you an eternal sovereign. And Reuven died, having given these commands to his sons. And they placed him in a coffin until they carried him up from Mitzrayim and buried him in Hebron in the cave where his father was. And that's Reuven. Take care of yourselves. Uh-oh. Oh, what's going on here? I don't know what they did. Why are they always messing with things? Oh, goodness. They changed something, so I don't know how to. Okay, there it is. Oy vey. Take care of yourselves.